Hey brothers and sisters, how you guys doing? Just want to make a video today. No bike stuff because I haven't had time to, because I said I had a lot of yard work. But I helped my neighbor. Well, we did that flagpole right there. We helped out my brother Jerry put up a flagpole. Right, the hole was already dug from a plant that was there, and we just poured the concrete and put like a sleeve in the ground and leveled it off. And then once it was dry, like a couple of days later, we helped put up the flag, and we had like a flag raising ceremony with him, so he could feel good about it, because he hasn't been doing too well. But it's good to take the time and help those that need, help them out. And he was happy about it. I'll show you my yard, but see how beautiful the gardens are? That's what Jesus Christ wants for us. Man. Put him first in everything you do. Always. And he'll give you what you want, what you ask for. He'll keep you safe. But you need to put Christ first in everything you do. Because without Christ, we can't accomplish much. I love the view from here. Anytime we have like a fireplace and we're sitting here, I've sent a lot of pictures in the night like this. I like the view of the house. This year we're gonna have a whole lot more plants growing. This one here, as you can see, I had planted them around the cross, and only that one took off, and then that one. But all the seeds that came out of there, they're all inside there. And what is this? And not only are they in there, they're over there. And a couple of other places, but the rosemaries are doing great. They've been doing great since we put them in. There you go. Those right there and those down there are gonna be like the ones from over there. Colorful. These are desert ones that normally grow here. So I leave them alone because, they love growing here. So, and those don't cause thorns or nothing like that. There's only like 2 plants that I gotta keep an eye on. Well, first of all, grass. Whoever planted grass around here, the grass flew over here. You gotta get rid of those. But the goat heads are the painful ones. This stuff like this doesn't bother me. And then you got these little ones right there. They're pretty neat what they look like. So there's a group growing over here. So I just leave those alone. You figure they've been here longer than I have, so who am I to take them out? But in this area, there used to be a lot of goat heads. I mean, a lot from this whole, and it took a while I had to take a lot of those out and turn the ground, and finally got it under control. When they're tiny and you see it coming out, you got to get rid of that one. And there's one other one also that's been coming around. You could tell by the colors when you're checking them out. Once they let them grow a little bit, just get them out, because those are the ones that create this other like a thorn. And I should have known better, and I let one grow last year right here with the cactus, and when you take them down, they're painful because they have a lot of little thorns. So best thing to do is Nip them in the butt when they're growing. These are doing way better. The last time I showed these to the family, they were saying that they were overwatered. So I trimmed it up and I stopped watering it. And then the only water that it got was from the rain. And this one too. So they're doing good. I'm happy with that one. Look at that. She's so birdie. They are. She's gonna grow big. And look, she's got some pups right there. This one was given to me by my neighbor. It's growing, it's just gonna take a while. And there's another one over there. There's another one over here growing. This one seems to be catching. So those two were given to me by my neighbor. So I gotta treat those the same. Not a lot of water, but just then my nopales. I grew that one from this one. So I grew this one little one, then it got bigger, and then I planted a piece over here, and then I took another piece and I put it, I think, this third one right here. But you see how those are more like oval? These over here are going to be different. This one's a little bit different. These I got from my cousin Roger. And I put them in there and then they died on me, and then I replanted them again and they came out. That's why there's about 3 of them in there or more. Anyways, it's a mixture of some that I got from Roger and some that are mixed with another batch that I can't remember who gave it to me. But it's mixed and they're both growing. So today, I went to go see a guy about a horse. That gravel from right there all the way up to right there. We filled up I filled it up. The entire back of my truck. And then he also, the guy that was clearing his front area, they had cleaned it out with the tractor, and they have these humongous piles of gravel. And he needs to get rid of it because of the HOA and him getting it done are on him. So he's giving away his free dirt. So instead of picking up dirt, I picked up a lot of his gravel. And I got a lot of pavers. So I shoved all the pavers in that hole. And then I put a little bit of cement over the pavers. And then put the gravel in. Another plant that's native to this area is this one. This one's been here for a long time. In fact, if you look at the pictures of the map of this house, you'll see that tree, like 20 years ago. And when they did the yard work on this lot to build a house, they cut it all down, right? Because they cleaned everything up. Well, once the house was done, guess what? The plant came back. Because they didn't kill the roots. And then these two have been growing on their own. They blew in from somewhere. I left them alone. Yeah, they are blocking the gate, but the gate's still wide enough to get truck through without the plant being on the way. So I'll leave it alone. That one will get green pretty soon on its own. It's just still in its winter. It's still in its winter thing, like these. Like that one, and that one, and that one. Those have those purple flowers. So once it, springtime has started already, so it should come back. This one, that's a Russian sage. It's an interesting. Sometimes it grows all nice, and sometimes it doesn't. This one was given to me by my neighbor from across the street. She gave us these seeds, and we planted them. And everywhere that we planted them, they never took off except this one. It came out, and then it kind of died. And now she's, I think it's a California. I can remember the poppy. Yeah. So, but now they're everywhere. Look at that. There. So all I gotta do is get rid of the grass and the other stuff in between, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna have a lot of nice color this springtime. I think we're gonna have a lot of different colors, and I hope my roses come back, because those two are like lavender and got a different color, like red roses, orange roses, white roses. This plant too, also, it's like this weird stick plant. It doesn't really give nothing. It's just like this, big sticks, right? That plant started like a little football, and then it grew. I let it grow. And that, if you look at the old lot, I believe that's in the old lot too. So those plants have been here, growing here in this soil for God knows how long. So I ain't stopping. They've been here longer than I have. So these are, what do you call it? Well, people are going to call them weeds, but they have a name. I've been cleaning it up on where we want them to grow, because I want some of those to grow, just like this one. It always has a pretty flower. So I got these, the orange ones, and then I have those. Yeah, that one there. So I have two right here. I think I have more. I usually let them grow, like right here on the cross. This was the first thing that I built, was the cross when I got here, out of bricks, and all the rocks that we gathered are all in there. This plant, it's growing there. They're, what do you call it? They're the desert's natural plants here, so I'm gonna leave them alone. I like them anyways. Right there. Yeah. You can see this cross on Google Maps. If you ever look at my house, you'll see it. Hold on. Okay. So here's the garden right there. I trimmed that tree a while back. I cleaned up in there. I gotta do something about that one. That plant, there must have been something there also, like a river, or sometimes when they put plants in the ground, because that one's on the water line, when they're at the nursery, they could be mixed with something else, and that's why they end up doing that. Or there was already a plant there to begin with. That plant is like the stuff that grows over there by the lake. When you go by the lake, you have the plants that are really close to the water. That's where that somehow blew from the lake all the way over here. Because there's a lot of fields over there where they let those cows roam. There's a lot of fields with a lot of different weeds out there. So when the winds blow up, they blow all that stuff over here. Sometimes you get one kind of plant, and sometimes you don't see those plants at all. Like when I went up to Hesperia, which is that way. In Hesperia, there's this interesting plant that that I saw growing on this man's house that I went to go visit, that I bought a couple of bikes from. And he was telling me that on his corner lot is the only one that has no fence, you know, because everybody has a fence around their property and stuff. And he still has some of the natural plants that have been growing there forever. I think they've always grown in Hesperia there, but you know, people build the house, they get rid of the, you know, the natural plants that are been there forever. So I don't want to do that. I've always wanted to leave a piece of the desert in here. Whatever's here, whatever I plant and whatever grows on its own, if it looks good and it grows, yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, it's gonna grow side by side by like this pomegranate right here. She's coming back. Of course, because springtime is here, brother. Woohoo! You know when the good Lord is coming? When the flowers bloom. It's in the Bible. Read your Bible. Hold on! Anyways, here's another one. This one's budding. This one's starting. Hold on. Sorry about that. I never thought I could pause these videos and continue them. Anyways, here's another one that this one's going to grow. This is the, I forgot which one that is. Apricot, I think. I forgot. But anyways, that's it. That's how we're going to grow the garden. And as long as I clean the outside perimeter and whatever plants are in here, I'm going to arrange it the way I want to arrange it. With our plants and the plants that are, you know, that like to live here. It's getting there. Anyways, just want to pray for those in need that in this world, you know, are going through different illnesses and things, and we pray for them. Always put them in your prayers, because it's tough right now. I think a lot of people are going through a lot of different things. So we should help those in need as best we can. That's how I see what I help with the guy today with the gravel. He has a need, I mean a big need. He has to get all this stuff off his land, so he's got to deal with that. And he's trying to give it away to as many personal people, but he luckily he did find a contractor that would be willing to pick it up. So that's good. Gotta help each other out. So we're here for. And last night we went to the neighbor's birthday party and we found out that like one of his friends is gonna be a drug counselor for. I said, all right, as long as you help people out and do it with love. Do it with love, man. This way we truly help those in need that are hurting. Because he's telling me, he's fairly young, but he's seen a lot of things. So he sees that that's what he wants to do. And I told him that he was going to be good at it, because as long as he puts God first in everything he does. And I know this guy knows the Lord. You could tell. You could tell by the way they act. So, and I pray for him that he does in fact accomplish what he wants to accomplish. As long as he keeps his eyes on the Lord. I said we could accomplish whatever we what we ask him for. So ask him for that to help other brothers out. All right, brothers and sisters, have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. No bike videos right now because I gotta keep the garden more important. All right, bye-bye.